MMA Boxing Talk here, coming at you with another video. I'm up late and, bored. So I thought to myself, I might as well put out a video talking about Cris Cyborg. Christiane Justino. Cyborg. She's going to be having her first UFC fight. It's going to be at a catchweight of 140. It won't be at the normal 135 bantamweight division. Now you got to remember, Cyborg has been fighting at 145 in other promotions like Invicta and wherever else. Now, it's interesting because she's fighting, yes, at a catchweight of 140. Maybe that's to see how she makes out, cutting a bit of weight. If that goes well, maybe her next fight will be at 135. I'm not sure how that's going to work. That'll be interesting to see how that transpires. But basically, this video, what I want to talk about, and I personally loved when I heard Cris Cyborg say this on the record. Basically, Cris Cyborg said in a recent interview that she doesn't care about the belts, okay? She doesn't care about winning the championship. All she cares about is fighting the top women in the world in the UFC, right? So that means Holly Holm, Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey. She wants to fight them, right? She doesn't care. She's not looking for necessarily Miesha Tate because she has the belt, right? She'll fight Holly Holm. She'll fight Ronda Rousey. So, obviously I love hearing that. That's awesome. She's a legacy fighter, basically. It's awesome, okay? It's really, really good, and it'll be good for the sport. We're going to see good fights because of this, if they get made. I mean, let's hope. It's very interesting, Cris Cyborg has been, one of those question marks, a what if for so many years, right? But now she's in the UFC. Well, she's fighting on her first UFC card, so you got to think that she's going to do great. The UFC is going to have her on a card after that. She'll be fighting in the UFC from here on out, I assume. Obviously, I really hope that that's the case. Now, one of the statements I also like... okay, now the word is Holly Holm turned down the Cris Cyborg fight. Now, I don't really blame her. She wants her title back, I guess, or a fight with Ronda. Cyborg, obviously she's a killer, and most people are going to favor Cyborg against all of them. But Holly Holm, her fighting Miesha Tate was not a really smart idea, you know what I mean? Because Holly was the champ, okay? If I'm Holly Holm's manager, I hold off until the Ronda rematch. Because the Ronda rematch is going to make you way more money. You've already beat her. You can beat her again. Where Miesha Tate, obviously Holly was confident she could win, but you're taking a fight, and, she basically lost out on the massive payday. Now, I have nothing against Holly Holm. She wants to stay in the gym. She wants to stay sharp. She's not a spring chicken. She's 20, or she's 34 now. So, she wants to stay active, right? I understand. But now, taking a Cyborg fight, as much as, in my opinion, Holly Holm is the girl to beat Cyborg, if any of them are gonna test Cyborg, I think it's gonna be Holly Holm. That's just my opinion. She's tall. They're about the same height, I would assume. Cyborg, they have her at 5'8", but I think she's taller. I think she might be 5'9". But whatever. Holm, she can strike. Very technical. A lot of she has a huge background in fighting, right? She was a boxer, champion boxer, and Cyborg herself said that a fight with Holly Holm would be great, because she likes to strike, she likes to stay on her feet, and that's what Cyborg likes to do. So that would be, Cyborg specifically said that would be an exciting fight for the fans, and so very interesting. But I just like how Cyborg, she doesn't care about the belts. She just wants to fight the best in the world. She wants to, she's a legacy fighter. She wants to have the best legacy possible, So it's awesome. I really like it. I really hope she continues to fight in the UFC. UFC 198 in Brazil. That's going to be her first UFC debut. It's a huge card, really really big. So anyway, I just want to put out a video talking about that. Cris Cyborg in the UFC and wants to fight the best. If you like the video, subscribe. MMA Boxing Talk. Peace.